Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Digital. Welcome to our live show. We have got a very interesting topic for today. And guess what? We have got a special guest all the way from Japan. And his name is called Dr. Yasumasa. How are you, Dr. Yasumasa?
Hello everyone.
Konnichiwa to you. Are you doing well?
Yes, selamat pagi.
Selamat pagi as well. Oh my God.
Good morning. 大家早上好.
Wow. That's a huge mix of different languages. Right. So, Dr. Yasumasa, are you in Malaysia or are you in Japan?
I'm now in Japan.
You're in Japan?
Yes.
So, how's everything in Japan? Are you having a good time or you are suffering or whatever?
Well, unfortunately, we are having a very tough time because of the COVID-19 crisis. We have to stay at home and not doing anything or going anywhere. We have to be, calm and silent at home.
I got it. So sounds like it's what everybody is experiencing at this time as well. So yeah. I think for a lot of people, some may have known you already, but there could be people who I think new people who have just come and joined our business who find you very new. So why not you help us to understand a little bit about yourself, your background, your profession, and what you do?
Right. Well, I have to start with my short history. That was back in 1970s. My father heard the announcement of WHO, which was there will be the shortage of the food because of the increase of population in the future. And then my father was interested in the protein source, and he found the spirulina at last, which was the best source for the protein. So he believed in the spirulina to help the people for the food supply as well as to maintaining the health condition. And then he started to cultivate spirulina in Taiwan. And then since then, he was very active on the spirulina production. And that was 30 years ago. When I finished the degree at Oxford University, I decided to join the company and then help my father and help the spirulina to promote and to do some research on the scientific evidence as well as the clinical evidence with the help of the universities and the institute in Japan to work on how good the spirulina is.
Wow, that sounds like a long history. Yeah. And can we assume that you are probably a spirulina baby as well? You grew up taking spirulina since birth.
No, I'm afraid I was not the spirulina baby, but I've been taking the spirulina over 40 years.
Very interesting. Do you know what? We are here today because it so happens that Alcon is having a new product as well on spirulina. Right. Would you like to have a look at it?
Yes, please.
All right. So Miss Spirulina, can we see something special from you? All right. We are waiting for a very, very interesting product. We need to see something. It's still not showing up yet. Right. All right. So Tanatek, can you blow her up so that we can see exactly what she's holding in her hands?
Hey.
Right.
All right. How are you?
Hi.
Okay, so we have Miso. Miso is actually from Taiwan office, and the amazing thing is we have managed to get her a new product, and that is what she was holding earlier. Can you share it with us again, please? So this is what we have. Is called the Spirulina powder. So I'm not sure how exactly it looks like. Could you actually help us to demonstrate a little bit what you have over there? Wow, it's nice packaging. Very, very nice. And look at that. Oh my God, it is the trademarks of what we call a pure spirulina, isn't it? So green, it looks so fresh and powerful, not powderful, but powerful. Cool. So this is the new product. But I guess, doctor, having the new product over here, what would be the difference between a powder and the tablets that we have for spirulina?
Well, the tablet, as you know, that we all, have the tablets as a product, and tablet can be consumed by all the ages. But for the powder product can be used for the babies to mix with the baby food or mix with the milk, or the elderly people, or to have some food prepared with Elken spirulina powder.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah, because I thought that today's topic is really coinciding with our environment today. We have got a current scenario where we have the COVID-19 is a pandemic that's going around the world. So what advice do you have for balanced nutrition in such a situation that helps, that is related to how we fight the current battle with the viruses?
Well, it's very difficult to avoid the virus. As you know, the virus is everywhere. We cannot avoid, but we can be sure that you can be very healthy with the highest level of immune system. That can be achieved by balanced nutrition. The balanced nutrition can be provided by Elken spirulina with the protein, vitamins, minerals, and all other nutrients to help the immune system to work at the best. That's the very important basic condition we should have.
So what you're saying is that a balanced nutrition is the basis to all fundamentals to build your immune system in the body.
Yes.
All right, that's very interesting to know. Now we know that spirulina is called commonly as a superfood. I'm not sure superfood, does it mean that once we consume it, we become somebody like a Spider-Man, Superman, Batman, those superheroes? And why is it called a superfood? And how does this particular item help in the maintenance of the nutrients in the body as well?
Well, the spirulina is called as the king of superfood. King of superfood, because it's got almost everything, every nutrients we need in one single form in nature's balance. It's not mixed with something. The spirulina itself has everything we need to maintain the good health and good immune system.
Right. So what would be the essential nutrients in spirulina that plays such a particular role in maintaining the balance?
Well, it's a mixture of all the nutrients, the basic nutrients, proteins, the vitamins, the minerals, and the fatty acid, and all kinds of nutrients we need to support each cell to function correctly. Without one single nutrients, we cannot achieve that kind of condition.
So what you're saying is that spirulina actually have most of the essential nutrients that we already needed, and by consuming that king of superfood, then we are able to maintain a better, good balance in terms of the health, in terms of immune system against the, these whatever, challenges that we may have in the current environment. Is that right?
Yes.
So then can I ask another question? That is, how then would Alken spirulina be different in the market?
Well, how different? Compared with other products, the Alken spirulina is almost complete form of the nutrients. And then we care for the quality, the best quality of the spirulina. That's the main thing. So it is very essential to have the spirulina without any other things, the 100% pure spirulina.
Good. So what you're saying is that Alken spirulina possess almost every sort of nutrients that you have been talking about all along earlier. And in terms of it being a supplement in the market, it definitely is considered one of the most valuable products that anyone should be looking out for if they are looking to boost it.
Yes.
Very good, very good. So the next, a little bit more tricky question, more technical and scientific question for you is, this thing called phycocyanin. Phycocyanin. May I know what it is? Because it seems to be a key feature inside Alken spirulina. So would you be able to elaborate and share with us how it actually benefits us as well?
Well, phycocyanin is a unique pigment connected with a protein. And the phycocyanin is only contained in the blue-green algae. And phycocyanin also acts as the antioxidant and to help the immune system working.
Okay, so that means it is acting as part of an agent. Is it considered like an agent that helps to make the immune system better?
Well, kind of agent, yes.
Okay, good. So now, in terms of Alken spirulina, who do you suggest that we should be consuming? Because I thought that earlier at the start of this session, you were saying that it is suitable for kids, it's suitable for adults, all sort of people should have it. So if you have any recommendation in terms of powder that we currently have, what would that be most suitable in terms of who would benefit the most from this particular new product?
You mean the powder form?
Yeah.
Well, I would say the babies or young kids who are having a problem with taking tablets, or the babies, the 6 months old babies started to eat something, and then they have to support their cells to grow healthy. And then powder form can be mixed with baby food and in the milk. And also the powder form can help some elderly people to consume mixed in the food.
Very good. Because the next question is, when certain people comes to mixing supplements with their daily food intake, in terms of powder, they do have concerns if it is the right thing. What would be the right thing, and what would be the not so? What would be the right things? What would be things that they can consider to do to ensure that the value of the powder is not lost when they put into the food that they're taking? Because say for example, you are talking about powder that can be mixed into milk as well when we are making for the babies. Powder can be mixed into food as well in the sense. So would there be a heat tolerance that we talk about in terms of spirulina being spoiled? If we mix it under high heat, when we are cooking or certain things like this. Can you advise on that?
Well, the spirulina has some nutrients which is not standing under the heat, high heat. So it's better to mix with the baby food when just before they eat, and not heat at a high temperature.
Okay, got it. So that means that there is some basic knowledge that we do need to possess if we were to mix some of these supplements before we intake those cooked food that we normally have.
Right.
Okay, can we mix the powder or spirulina into any sort of food, or is there any food that we should avoid at all?
Well, not really, but not too much.
Not too much. Why? That's interesting. Not too much, as in because it spoils the taste of the food, is that?
Well, yes, it changes the taste.
All right, I see. Okay, so would you recommend spirulina for pregnant ladies as well? Because it seems that it sounds like it's a product full of goodness. There's a lot of nutrients, there's a lot of essential vitamins and such. But you know, pregnant ladies, they want to have the best for the babies, you know, whatever, you know, the kids to grow up. So that sounds like an interesting product to consume, but we are not sure if that would be a good product to recommend to them then.
Well, it is recommended for also the pregnant woman and the nursing, because they need all kinds of nutrients to support the babies and also themselves. So they need very good balanced nutrients to support the cell growth, which is very fundamental to problems some people may have. So they have to have a complete set of the nutrients in a nature's way.
Okay, so what you're saying is that if they are nursing, if they are having carrying babies along the, during the pregnancy time, then spirulina is something that is going to make some difference in terms of how they supply further these nutrients to the babies, to the input as well. Yes. And essential nutrients and vitamins that the baby can absorb even when they're in the womb or when they're as a baby as well.
Yes.
Okay, very nice. So I thought that today has been quite a really, really helpful and useful session with you on board, Dr. Yasumasa. I'm not sure if you have got any further advice that you'd like to give to our viewers out there in terms of spirulina knowledge that you'd like to cover. Would you have more things you'd like to share with us? Do you have any other specific things?
Well, I have many things to talk about, but because of the limited time, it's very difficult to explain everything. But especially besides the virtue of the spirulina, I have to say to the older people of the Elkin, I miss you all. And I've been traveling in Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam, Singapore, and of course Malaysia, Taiwan, all countries in your territories, and they are so nice people, and I miss them very much. And I would like to talk more about the spirulina in the future with you.
Very nice. Thank you very much, Dr. Yasumasa. So we are going to perhaps call it a day in a moment. So Tanatek, if you don't mind, would you like to flash up, what we have for the ending slides? Tanatek. Right, so today, here we go. Balanced nutrition is an alternative way to gain your balanced nutrition through the Elkin spirulina powder, not forgetting the tablets that we already have. So to all of you guys out there, do make sure that you have sufficient nutrients. Make sure that you boost up your immune system by taking the right products. And definitely, I think Dr. Yasumasa down here, myself, and everybody else will be heavily promoting this as a viable alternative for you guys to increase all of these special strength, you need, in terms of maintaining your body to protect yourself from all kinds of viruses. So I I think with that, we probably come to the end of the session. So Dr. Sumasa, thank you very much for the day. It has been a fantastic talk. And I think whatever happens next, we do hope to see you very soon back in the other parts of the world, the Alchemist, as well as online media, whatever that is. All right, see you and take care.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Terima kasih.